This is Paul. Yeah. hmm Yeah. Did you copy and paste this? It looks like the margins on the actual document are wrong. Yeah. Now, just so we understand each other. Yeah. You'd say that the defendant doesn't have a right to a copy of the professional person's opinion. Phew. And I'd say they do. Now, this is where you're doing most of your top secret meeting. Yeah. hmm Is there anything in the medicine cabinet that you don't want me to know about? They have a medication. Yes. That enables you to, well, really stay high all the time. Yes. It's legal. Poo. But every time you look at that mirror and you're doing your shaving there. Yeah. Something in your medicine cabinet you don't want me to. Right now. Mm. You got a pill. Yes. So that your look-alike can be on you. Ouch. So that you can be on each other. Pouch. And then this. Yeah. This look-alike Brent right now. Do you have to take a pill, a Mormon pill, so as to continue to ignore the obvious? Yeah. I wanted that signature. I really did. As the respondent, I have the evidence that my wife has kidnapped my sons. Yes. And since she motioned the court for dissolution of marriage, she intentionally withheld from me evidence. Yeah. In the civil court matter known as the dissolution of marriage, she doesn't want me knowing what I'm accused of. And every time I have her documents, signature on any documents, yes, I'm going to sue her for any and all wealth that she might have. Yeah. And then the intentional withholding. Yes. Of the dissolution of marriage. Now, my wife's going to get another 5 years in prison. Ouch! Mm, mm. It's really adding up, isn't it, Heidi? Oh, You made an agreement with the FBI, the Army, Hooch, Homeland Security. Yeah. The United States federal government's been making agreements with my spouse without my consent. Yes. And without me knowing what you agreed to. Pooch, could you call the Homeland Security? Because I'll tell you, these federal employees, they'll find out, yes, that you do not make agreements with individuals, yes, that intentionally withhold evidence from a parent, yes, about their rights being violated so that they are obstructed from fathering their own children. Yes. Now, the justices of China, yeah. Somehow, I think, yeah, the Chinese, the just Constitutional Court Judicial Yuan justices. Yeah, I kind of looked at the Supreme Court Justice. Yeah. President Judicial Yuan, who's over here in the United States, the Supreme Court doesn't recognize the rights. Now I'm wanting the other justices. Yeah. See, I emailed the Chinese legislature, and Xi Jinping and his legislature. They refuse to acknowledge their obligations for international conventions, pooch, treaties, agreements. I informed them approximately 4 years ago. Yes. That they were liable for $1 trillion worth of damages. Everyone said that there's no possible way that I could sue the Chinese government. Yeah. For the intentional misprisioning of the evidence. I like large lawsuits that are complex, that involve multinational. Now, Constitutional Court, English version, official website of the Judicial Yuan, Constitutional Public Access and Reference. Yep. To further realize the protection of constitutional right, the Constitutional Court has introduced the amendment to the current constitutional interpretation Procedure Act and to rename it in the title of the Constitutional Court Procedure Act, the Act. Yeah. The Act comprising total 95 articles. Yeah. Were promulgated by the President of China on January 4th of 2019 and projected to take effect on January 4th of 2022. New jurisdiction will bring the constitutional review by the justices completely judicialized. Yeah. And more closely in line with the court model, the constitutional court model of China. Now, for the ease of access and reference by legal professionals of other constitutional courts around the world. Yeah. And improving the international collaboration. The Constitutional Court has translated the Act into English and released the English version of the Act on the Judicial One website. Now, I'm going to want a copy of this new amendment that the president of China did sign. Yeah. Xi Jinping. Yes. And his administration. And then I'm going to want that $1 trillion. Wow. I kind of think that there's some complex litigation involving other nations. Yeah. Now, when emailing, yes, the Chinese government thought that we have no obligation. Yeah. To require mass torts adjudicated. Yes, yes. I think you do. And for all the Chinese employees of the Chinese government, yeah, those elected to office, Constitutional Court, the Honorable Chief Justice and President of Judicial Yuan. He is from Taiwan. Yeah. Let's see here. Dean of the College of Law of the National Taiwan University, 2002-2003. Yeah. Commissioner Fair Trade Commission, Executive Yuan, ROC, 1995 to 1998. Yeah. Professor, Department of Law, National Taiwan University. Yeah. Adjunct Professor, Department of Law, National Taiwan University. Yeah. And then Professor, Department of Law of the Fu Yin Catholic University, 2011. Now, somehow, you ended up being the Supreme Court Justice of the Constitutional Court of China. Yeah. And when I communicated, Chinese, I'm going to want not just your YouTube videos. Yeah. Could you get me the assets of the individuals in the employment of the Constitutional Court of China? As much as I appreciate you and Mrs. Herbal Teas, I would not hesitate to